So I work as a wedding photographer. I post content on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. One thing that might surprise a lot of people is that I'm actually an introvert. Now, I surprise a lot of people because I'm a pretty outgoing person. I talk to people, I like to listen to people. I'm a wedding photographer, so that requires me to, be loud and out there and, guiding people. But at the very core, I am an introvert, and the reason why I can say that, and I know that I'm an introvert, because sometimes after hanging out with people for a really long time, sometimes I just need a break. Sometimes I just need to be away from people and, in my own thing. And obviously everyone does have a little bit of introvert and extrovert, qualities in them. I would say I was more towards the introverted side and have shifted more towards the extroverted side. And in this video, I'm just gonna explain how I did that. We do a lot of Punjabi weddings, week-long weddings. I was introverted to the point that I would be at weddings that whole week, and during the reception at the end, when I needed my, space from people, I'd be sitting near the decor or, like at a table in the corner, just, away from people. Obviously, if anybody needed like photos, I'd be there. I'd be the first one to take photos because, you gotta get the job done. But in terms of actually being talkative, I would try to stay away from people. Now, how did I get over that? Well, one way I got over that was through self-motivation. I literally told myself that, hey, if you want to be a great wedding photographer, if you want to be a busy wedding photographer, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to let go of this introvertedness. Another self-motivated way I told myself was, this is going to be fun. Always reminding myself that, hey, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Even if I was literally sitting in my car right outside the venue, just reminding myself, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I would do that. I just repeat that. I would literally repeat that to myself until it was nailed into my brain. Walk into the venue, deep breath in, deep breath out, and get the job done. And another thing that I did was, as introverts, I guess we don't really like to talk much, but sometimes you do have to talk to a lot of people. You have to initiate the conversation at first. But I use this as my advantage. All you have to do is initiate a conversation. All you have to do is go up to people and talk to them. That part became easy after doing it after a while. The rest is just listening. People will honestly believe that they had a great conversation with you if they held the hypothetical mic for that conversation. If they're the ones doing more of the talking in that conversation, they will literally believe that they had a great conversation with you. Even if you only said like 2 words, like, hey, how's it going? Okay, that's more than 2 words, but okay. But you know what I'm saying. Even if they have talked more, they would believe that they had a great conversation with me. And I honestly believe, and a lot of introverts will also agree, that you can learn more from listening than actually talking. Because when you're talking, you're literally just stating what you already know. But if you're listening, you're actually gonna learn something new. You're gonna learn about people. So that's one way I got over it. Was self-motivation, telling myself that all I had to do was listen to people. Another way was through Earl Nightingale's video, The Strangest Secret. In that video, I believe it's a 30-minute video on YouTube. He literally repeats this one thing over and over again, which is, you are what you think about. Take that in for a second. You are what you think about. So if you keep thinking to yourself, I'm an introvert, I can't do this, I can't talk to people, I can't do this, that's literally what you're going to become. You're literally going to become what you think about. So all it is, again, is a mentality shift. That took me being introverted and just became the extrovert. I kept reinforcing these thoughts into my mind that, hey, this is going to be fun. You're going to have great conversations with people. You're going to meet new people. And over time, it just clicked. It wasn't like at the first reception I went to, all of a sudden, boom, I'm an extrovert. No, it was just over time, it just kept working. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also a go-getter. I don't sit there and sulk, or I don't just sit there and complain about my problems. I just go out there and go get it. So when someone came up to me, like for example, I've met them during that whole wedding week, and I was like this great guy, this great happy guy, I had to make sure that I was that same guy when they met me at the reception when I was trying to be introverted. Like it was kind of like a fake it till you make it type of thing. But it was kind of more like, oh, I was that person during the beginning of the week, so why not be that person during the end of the week as well? You want to be consistent, so that's just what it was. And even if after having that conversation with them, I didn't want to talk to anybody else, it was totally fine because I was still that same person with that person. And going back to the strangest secret, you are what you think about. I feel like people throw these labels on themselves all the time, like, oh, I'm an introvert, so this is the way I have to be. You don't have to be that way. You can literally be whoever you want to be. You just gotta have that mentality shift. That's all it is. You know what I mean? If you want to stop being an introvert and you want to be more of an extrovert, go out there and just do that. Go out there and do that. Continue doing that. Go through the awkward conversations, go through the weird feelings of going against the grain. Like, just go through it. And look at me today. I go to wedding receptions. Well, sometimes they want to do a group photo with every single person in the hall involved. I'm there at the top of the stage where the decor is, yelling at the top of my lungs, like, hey guys, I'm right here. Look at me, look at my camera, let's take a photo, smiling. Or I'm over here literally posting content 2 times a week on average right now on all social media platforms very confidently. And that confidence also spreads throughout everything else. Like whether it be doing couple photos or family photos or the way I talk to clients on the phone or email, it just spreads throughout all my work and it just makes my business grow, which is what we all want anyways, right? We want to be successful. And even though I do have some of those introverted tendencies today, I don't allow that label to define me. I am whoever I need to be. I do whatever is required to get the job done and to make sure that the client at the end is happy. Thanks for watching, guys. Get it done.